Time's now 6:39. Speaking of celebrations, we are celebrating some cooler temperatures on the way for us.
That's right. How does 70s for high temperatures sound by the time we get to the weekend? But here's the thing. That's not 70 and cloudy. That's 70 and sunny, which means we're starting off in the 40s potentially on Sunday morning. So our first big fall cold front just in time for the fair as well. Looking live in Dublin this morning. It is in the 50s right now, so we're talking about temperatures a little cooler than it is right now. 59 in Dublin, and across central Georgia, it's a mix of 50s and 60s. 57 in Macon, 59 in Warner Robins, 63 in Gordon, 60 in Sandersville, 59 now in Wrightsville, 61 in Vidalia, and 59 in Cordele. I expect all these temperatures to fall maybe a degree or two more before the sun comes up at 7:29 this morning. Across the southeast, it's another morning where Macon actually has one of the coolest temperatures, 57 here. Meanwhile, it's 63 in Albany, 70 in Jacksonville, and 63 over in Nashville. Now through the day today, a quick warm up. We're looking at low 80s by the noon hour, but then mid 80s this afternoon, and that's going to about do it for us. And each day this week, it's going to be wash, rinse, repeat, starting off in the 50s tomorrow morning, back to the 80s tomorrow afternoon. And then once we get to Wednesday, something similar, maybe a little closer to 60, and then mixing in a few more clouds on the day Wednesday with temperatures back into the 80s before we cool off in the 70s through the evening hours. Now we are looking for our first big fall cold front of the season. Here's the thing, I think it's going to happen. It's just a question of the timing. Looking at chilly air arriving in central Georgia by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. In fact, Sunday morning, check this out. How does an overnight low temperature of 49 sound? So yeah, Sunday, the cooler day of the two, 75 the high there after starting off at 49. No chance of rain through the weekend. I think if you're going to any of our local pumpkin patches, it's great weather to do it through the weekend. And I think that's going to last into next week as well. Speaking of which, 29 days until Halloween. The average high on Halloween about 74, the average low about 47. So now that we're into October, you're going to notice October is actually more of a transitional month for us than September is in terms of getting into fall. So we're going to be looking at our average high from 84 today, fall about 10 degrees over the course of the next month or so. Tropical storm Philippe continues to spin away out there in the Atlantic. Movement out of the northward to the northwest, I should say, at about 7 miles an hour. This is going to pass to the east of Bermuda. We are on the west of Bermuda, so no concern for the United States at all. Several hundred miles away, it is expected to strengthen to Category 1 hurricane status. We also did have Tropical Storm Rena within the past few days. That has since weakened and fallen apart and no longer concerned. Just 4 names left on the hurricane list as we head into the final 2 months of hurricane season. Out the door today, headed to about 85 through the afternoon hours. It's going to be a warm afternoon after a cool morning, and it's going to be the same almost each and every day through the week ahead. That is until we get to Friday. A 20% chance of rain there. That is as the cold front rolls into central Georgia. I was kind of hoping we would see some more rain because we need it across the region. Over 2 inches below average for September, but then here comes the cooler weekend with afternoon highs in the 70s, overnight lows on the cool side down to 49 Sunday morning.